Hey everyone, we're at the gym. Go ahead and battle it down here. I hit it already once, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it again till I capture it. I just wasn't recording at the time. Like I said, I can't live stream while I'm out and about, unfortunately, until the next season, until the next month. And my data is back up to 100%. Interesting. Yeah, not very effective. I didn't think it was gonna be. Uh-oh, solar beam. I'm not sure if you will actually get another raid pass if you spin a Pokestop every day. I don't think you can stack them up because it says you only get one per day if you do not already have one. So it might be more beneficial to, say, get a raid pass, hold on to it until you find a decent raid that you want to do, and then whenever you do it, whenever you do finish that raid that you want to finish, that you use the raid pass for, go ahead and spin that gym Pokestop, the gym stop. I'm not sure what they're calling it now. And you should get another one right then, and then you can go ahead and save that for the next one. And then every time you're about to you finish a raid, find a raid that you like, just go ahead and spin that Pokestop after the raid, and it'll be down there in the right hand corner. And then once you do that, you should get another raid pass, and then you'll be able to join the next one if you find something else that is worth getting. I lost out on my champ the other day. I was trying to beat it, and it's the only one there. It was unfortunate. It was the first rank 5 that I've seen in the area. Do I have anything to counter this? I don't really have time to look, unfortunately. I wish I gave you a little bit more time in between battles to perhaps give you a chance to switch out to something with a little bit more beneficial to the triangle of weaknesses here. Hmm. With the lag, with the way the gym system still is, I'm most of the time unsure whether or not I won a gym battle or not. It's a little unfortunate. I don't see how that's going to be effective against that rock type. But I feel like this would be effective against that rock type. Let's go ahead and battle this way, see what happens. I wish there was a separate tab to set up multiple gym raid, gym attacking Pokemon. The ones you want to use. Say, you do, you can do a team of 6. I don't know, like 5 different teams of 6, so you can combat the ones that are more common in your area, the Pokemon. Because each area should have a little bit more of a difference in what's effective in that area. Mine's not very effective and his is super effective, so hopefully I can win this. I'm surprised it's still alive even, especially with how low the CP is. See what I'm talking about with the lag? It's alright though, I still knocked it out. Let's go ahead and knock this Jinx out. We're gonna go ahead and clear this gym out. Put another Pokemon in it. Probably my Gyarados again. Gyarados is a pretty strong Pokemon. Maybe something a little bit better at defending. I don't really have much for defending. Most of my stock is attack based Pokemon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I haven't seen too many Houston YouTubers doing stuff with Pokemon GO. I'm one of the first ones doing it, I think, and I'm enjoying it. I love Houston. I love getting out. It's beautiful, beautiful areas around here. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Let's use some a little bit more effective. What I like about the new gym system is every time I go through, it's going to get a little bit easier, which has helped me keep more items somewhat, but not to a full extent. I still have to go through quite a few Pokestops. I believe it'll get easier. That's weird. Is this the only person left now? Okay. It's a little weird. It's a little bit harder when you're doing it by yourself. I feel like beating a whole team of 6 this way compared to the old way. But it is better. It's a little bit easier to take the gym. You don't have to use as much, but if you have team, if their team is consistently strong in that area, healing up the Pokemon and whatnot, it can be very difficult because their team can throw berries onto their Pokemon as well, keep them strengthened. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and revive the Pokemon we lost here. Get this gym going back for yellow team. Earning some passive gold, hopefully. Now with the new gym rework, you have to have the Pokemon defending the gym for at least an hour. There's a counter as well that you can look up the gyms that you have visited. See how your Pokemon are doing in those gyms, and see how long they've been defending. After the first hour, you get one Pokecoin, and then every hour, consistent hour after that you hold the gym, you get another Pokecoin. I believe there's a limit per day of how many Pokecoins you can earn, which I'm not sure how that all is going to work out in the end, because say you have a Pokemon in there for a long time. If there's a daily limit of how many Pokecoins you can get, if your Pokemon has been holding that gym for exceeds the max Pokecoins you can receive for that day, I feel like it's kind of a waste to hold gyms for an extra long time. It's That's the only thing I can see bad with this new system. Might be a little bit of a problem. Alright, this is our first Pokestop for today. Let's go ahead and just catch this Pidgey for our first catch of the day as well. And we're gonna head to another gym after I catch this Pokemon. I'm gonna probably put the stream on pause, especially since I'm recording this to my phone. It has limited space, limited time that I can record. I believe the time is around 2 hours at my current phone space, and that's without an SD card. So anybody that wants to start streaming, get into it, it doesn't take much to get into it. You don't need anything fancy, using a stock phone, basic stuff. Now, I do have my phone on the charger, but it is not charging, unfortunately. This charger has a little short in it, looks like. Used to charge. I might have to stop by the house and get another one. Let me see if I can fix this, and then we'll be back. I'll come back on stream, resume the stream when we reach the next gym.
It's $179.99. They have Serta mattresses, just $399.99.
Alright guys, we're out here. I had to stop by the house, get a new charger for the phone. We're heading to another gym. You know, my local gyms, go ahead, go out there, show off the rework, you know. I don't know if any of y'all have noticed this, but when you do raids and the load screen and everything, if you look on there, there's a little spot, and it's a little, what is that? What's that Pokemon that Executor evolves into? Plant, yeah, Executor. The little egg, the eggs evolve into the palm tree. The palm tree one, that will actually be, it's actually a little one of those on the loading screen. If you look, on it when it goes black, it's loading and stuff. If you look on the background, that little spot is actually is a Pokemon, a loading screen in the background there. I haven't seen anybody bring that up yet. Hopefully I can show that off. There's a raid going on. There weren't that many raids beforehand. Come on, guy. There we go. Jesus. It took that person forever to figure out there was some road construction up here. Alright, we're gonna head over here to these gyms, see what's going on. Uh-oh. Red team everywhere. See how this team looks? Oh man, a Blissey. The other ones aren't too big of a concern, but whenever I see a Blissey, honestly, it's so depressing that I have to pretty much count that gym as a loss until it loses some CP, some major CP. When it's over like 2K Blissey. She's got ridiculous health, ridiculous defensive stats. It's crazy. I held this until yesterday. This little gym over here. So let's see what they got in it. Oh man, a freaking Blissey. Breaking my heart. We might go knock it down though. I like this little gym. Last time I captured it, it took them a while to get it back. So hopefully if I capture it again, it'll take red team a little bit to take it back. Hopefully some yellow team will come in, help me out, back me up here. Hopefully. Oh man, that's a lot of people out here. I'm not sure what they're doing. Is this person gonna walk right across the street? Jesus, that was a little scary. Go right over here. Nope, too far from that Pokestop. That's cool. Pull up right here. see what this gym offers. See how difficult it is to take it down. Looks like we got a little bit of lag here. Bear with me. Network error. Killing me. There we go. Took a little bit. Alright, we got some problems. Hopefully Blissey is the last one I gotta knock out of here. Nope, it's in the middle, unfortunately. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Sparky up front. And we'll throw Gyarados in the back there. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. I'm not sure why Executor is apparently the counter to Blissey, but we'll see what happens. I mean, that's how it's set up for some reason. I'm not sure how it picks your Pokemon for your starting 6. I'm not sure how it how it goes through that pick stuff. Now it's got about 300 CP on me, so I'm not sure how well this is gonna go. See if we can knock it out though. Uh-oh. Alright, Sparky went down. Let's get it Executor. Uh-oh. Alright, knock the Vaporeon down some. Make it a little bit easier for next round. This Blissey is the biggest problem. I mean, look, I do nothing in damage, guys. Like, look at that. Jesus. Oh no, not Psychic. Is that Psychic Punch or something? I didn't even see what it fully was. Look at that HP. Oh my god, guys. See, this needs a little bit of balance here. I always have trouble with Blissey. She's really the only one that I've had to use multiple Pokemon, like regardless of, you know, if she's like way high CP or even even the weaker CP still will give you a problem. It's crazy. Looks like my Gyarados is doing pretty good, although we won't know for sure until the game catches up, it looks like. And knock her out? Nice. It took a while. It took a while, man. Alright, let's go ahead and knock out this Slowbro. I kind of wish I still had Sparky for this one. But it's only a 1401 CP Slowbro, so it shouldn't be too difficult to knock out. Yeah. I do some good damage. It's good. It's very good. See if we can knock this. Alright, there he goes. He's down a little bit. Alright, they're knocked down a little bit. Let's see what I got to count the battle again. For some reason, it keeps wanting to put Sparky versus the Blissey. Which Sparky, if you don't know, is the original name for, oh man, I called him Sparky for so long. The electric form of Eevee. I forgot what Jolteon. in the original characters when Pokemon Go first came out. It was a little Easter egg that if you labeled your, gave Eevee a certain name, changed your name to coincide with the original animes, original cartoon for it, you would actually be able to determine what it was going to evolve into instead of having to, all random, which it is now. I believe. I haven't heard anything about the about that Easter egg still working. I've heard quite a few people say that the Easter egg's kind of done with. They patched it in an update or so. This Blissey, man, it's so strong. I think that net knocked him out. Yeah. Alright, let's see how Sparky does. I mean, she does a ton of damage to me, apparently. And I do, like, nothing to her. It's really unfortunate. Although I do get a lot of attacks off with this Pokemon, which is always good. I'm really not sure what her health is. I can't tell anymore. Because, like, honestly, sometimes it shows that, like, my Pokemon would be knocked out, but then, like, I was at almost full health when I knock out the enemy Pokemon. It's weird. The gym update is still, they're trying to fix everything. It's not perfect. Niantic is still working on it. It's still new. Hasn't even been out a week yet. They're gonna have, little problems here and there. Finally, that Blissey. See, look, no matter what the CP is, I'm telling y'all, Blissey is killing it in the gym. I mean, we knew that since the beginning. As soon as Blissey came out, she has been a dominant force. Yeah, a lot of people were saying I've heard quite a few people saying that you should only keep your strongest ones now that the gym has a limit on what you can put in it. You can only have one of each type of Pokemon in it that your team decides to put in it in the gym. Each one has to be unique. Can't be any copies. But I still think keeping like 2 or 3 of your highest level Vaporeons, Blisseys, all that kind of stuff is always going to be good because you can always put those at different gyms. I don't feel like they're ever going to go out of style. I definitely think that you can clean out a lot of the lower CP stuff and only just keep like your highest ones and eventually just improve those. Just keep your best IV ones and slowly improve on those. But yeah, just because you can only put one of that kind in that gym doesn't mean you can't go to the next gym and have that kind of Pokemon. Of course, everyone wants to put a Blissey, everyone wants to still put a Vaporeon, everybody wants to put a Dragonite, Tyranitar, Rhydon, all that kind of stuff. And, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. If a gym has that in it, and if that's the only Pokemon you got, that's kind of unfortunate, I would just say, try to diversify your collection a little bit more. But as it goes, you'll always find a gym that doesn't have, there's got to be at least one gym that doesn't have Blissey in it, one gym that's not going to have a Rhyhorn, because they put it in another gym, and they don't have not everyone's going to have 5 or 6 Blisseys to throw in multiple gyms. If you do, then, more, then you're ahead of the, you're ahead of the game right there. And that's kind of the goal of what you want to do. You don't need a ton. I know they put a cap on it or something like that. So 2 or 3 of your best ones would probably be the best way to do it. Just so that you're for sure, you're always gonna have a good Pokemon in there. As I go down the list, my Pokemon don't, definitely get a little bit worse and a little bit worse. You know what I mean? You don't get better as you go down the list, the CP and stuff. So that's why, though, I don't feel like you're ever gonna need to get rid of, you're always gonna need 2 or 3 of the strongest types of that Pokemon. in my opinion. You know, as you're going around. It depends on how high level you are and in your competition around you, of course, as well. But I feel like having those. See that little dot down there? Look, that's Pokemon, guys. It's Pokemon. I'm telling you. Heard it here first. Alright, let's go ahead and put my Vaporeon in here. Hopefully hold this gym down for a bit. Go ahead and spin it. Beautiful. Alright, let's see. There's a raid nearby. 3-star at 10:08. So I got like 2 hours or so until that even goes through. I don't need anything right now. Are these people having a powwow right in the middle of this stuff, man? Jesus Christ, what are all these people doing here? Red and blue team over there. I'm gonna go ahead and head over to a different area. There's not much I can do about, I can't hold all of these down in this area, you know what I'm saying? It's a little difficult. Let's go ahead and look back at this one. See what the determination is. Oh man, 2.5k Blissey. Killing it. Yeah, I'm not really in a mood for dealing with Blissey again. Machamp, I believe, is a Blissey counter or something like that. That fighting type or something like that is a counter. I haven't been able to get my hands on one yet. I will eventually, though. A lot of Spinnerax, a lot of common type, Quasar, whatever his name is. Chilling over there. I don't really need him. I already got one. I balled it and everything. This is Red Gem. Where are all these red team players coming from? Used to, this was all a team instinct. What's going on here, guys? We're losing the game, man. We're losing that edge. Alright, we're gonna head down this way, see what we can find. See what's going down at some of these other gyms. Now I only can do 2 hours recording at a time, unfortunately. So we are gonna have to cut it off eventually. But I plan on doing some gameplay, doing Pokemon GO until then. Sorry about the view, I only have the gameplay on here right now. And that is because my front camera, for some reason, is not working. I'm not sure what happened to it. It might have got hit or something and just may have cracked. I'm not sure. The video just isn't coming in from the front camera. Show y'all the full view, but in the future I am going to improve that and everything like that. I'm going to get all that going, but make do with what I got right now. I figure I'd bring you some Pokemon GO from Houston. I haven't seen anybody do Houston. I've seen California, Florida, Japan, all these great places, And Houston wasn't on there, so we gotta get our representation out there. Oh, raid's starting nearby. 2 of them. Still got a long time before they start up. They're not very high level, unfortunately, so I don't gotta worry too much about that. I'm not gonna break my heart not getting those in. Let's look at the gyms themselves. I like to come over here and mess with this blue team. They love these gyms. I love to come over here and knock them down, make them rebuild them. Oh, see, that one would be really nice to take over. I don't know if I am right now though, because there is a ton of traffic right now at this time. It's crazy. See if we can reach this Pokestop from here. I don't know if we can or not. Oh, just barely not far enough. Breaking my arm, man. Horsey over there. I already got my Kingdra, Seadra, whatever it's called. Yeah. Plenty of dragon scales. No Pokemon to use them on. I wish that there should be a system where if I get, enough of a certain evolution item, I should be able to trade in, 2 or 3, of other evolution items if I have them, a ton of them, for one of the ones that I don't have. I feel that might help improve some of the stuff, because I got Sunstone once, guys. One time. I evolved one of my Pokemon using it, and I actually need another one for another Pokemon. I've had it in there since Pokemon items came out. That both of these evolutions I've need to have gotten done, and in that time I have yet to get another Sunstone. It's really breaking my heart. It's a tough pill to swallow, but eventually I know I'll get it. Eventually, they can't keep it from me forever. Hopefully. It may be super unfortunate if I never got my my Sunstone. But we're gonna go ahead and go out over here, see what's going on. Here's a blue gym. They're pretty dug in here. I think one or two of the people that work here is also a blue team. Is with the blue team, and they sit here and they got good stuff in there. It's always pretty healthy and stuff. Let's see. Run out of gyms over in this area. But I got like 5 or 6, if not more, gyms right here in this little area. Not even 2, and in like a 2 to 3 mile radius. Got quite a few gyms. The new rework was really nice when they converted some of these Pokestops into gyms. I thought that was a great idea. It was real nice. My Pokemon GO just decided to crash on me. It's always fun. Let's check on the live stream. 96 minutes remaining. Oh, it's not a live stream. I forgot. No, recording. Go check on one other gym up here. I'll wait on this to load. Get to location, check the gym, see how everything's doing, and then see if we want to take it. If not, I might go back to one of these other ones and take them. These ones are contested quite a bit, so I don't usually put too much focus on them, because then I'd just be burning through too many items, if I kept having to take, just soloing these gyms by myself continuously. Now here we have no Blissey. So I feel like we can go in here and mess some stuff up. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Even if we just knock them down a little bit, that's still a lower CP that they're all going to be at. It's not much higher CP than me, the Snorlax, but I know once it uses its ability, it's probably gonna Hyper Beam. Wrecked. The base damage of that is pretty strong. Although I feel like, I don't know, it didn't do that much considering it could have dodged it, and how much damage I've been able to get in. Like, I mean, I'm down in CP, and this is like a tank, Snorlax is like a tank. No way. Nah, give me that health back. Look at that health bar. Nah, whoa, hold up. What's going on here? I'm pretty sure I did enough damage to not have to deal with the Hyper Beam, but alright. I'll live with it. Oh no, network error. It's not good. I like the new animations. They don't always pop off like that, They don't always come up and show up. But I'm sure that as it goes through. Oh, okay. Not very effective. Oh my. What the heck is going on here? There's just one shot in everybody. What abilities was it using? The hell? I'm gonna have to heal up everybody. Oh my. Look at my health bar after that. It took out like 3 of my Pokemon. It wasn't even that high a CP. Interesting. I like Feraligatr. I feel like he'd be a really good Pokemon if he had higher CP. I mean, look at that attack speed. It is disgusting. Love it. It just like pounds into people. Once I freaking finally get my Dragonite, if it ever happens, I'm gonna probably maybe make him my buddy and see if I can get him a little bit more powerful. There's not a lot of Feraligatrs around here, unfortunately. Oh, your Pokemon have fainted. That is really the first time I have ever seen that message. Alright, let's go ahead and... I just don't understand this lineup that it keeps giving me whenever I challenge gyms. Maybe I'm just retarded. Nearly items, I'm gonna have to do an item run where I just hit all the Pokestops in this little area called Vintage Park. I can literally walk around there and hit, I don't know, 6, 7 Pokestops back to back. By the time I get to the final one, it's usually, the first one usually cooled down, and I can just hit a circle perfectly around there and just non-stop get items, which I'm probably gonna have to do here soon, because unfortunately I just don't have enough Team Instinct partners around here. I'm hoping that I put it out there. I'm gonna put it out in the video as well. Anybody in this area that wants to come out, Team Instinct, help me out, be in some YouTube videos. Get the word out there. Tell your friends about the YouTube videos. Like, share, and subscribe. But y'all can come on out here and hit up these gyms with me. Help me take them out. Dang, I should have changed that Vaporeon to a Jolteon. But I'm going to assume Pokemon GO knows best, alright? It's probably a terrible idea to try and believe that, but we're going to see what happens. I'm not sure why they made Omastar. This is an Omastar. This is the evolved form. My first Pokemon here. I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. Yeah, as soon as that Hyper Beam comes in, though, it's a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I'm not sure why they put this guy first when they had like a Vaporeon last time or something like that as my starting Pokemon. I know that Omastar is good against Dragonite, actually, because it has a ground move, which is real nice. Go ahead and knock that Snorlax out of there. He don't need to be in there anyways. Go ahead and get him out of here. I don't think I have a Snorlax with Hyper Beam, which is a little bit of a problem, because it is a very strong weapon to knock people out of the gyms now. It's going to go ahead and throw my Vaporeon out here, which I'm not sure if that's the greatest idea, but he's not as high CP as he was the first time, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try. Not bad. Although, I can't really tell how well I came out in this battle. That lag. No, he hit me with that. Oh man, dude. Hit me with that last one apparently. Interesting. Oh my, 146 battles with a Flareon? What? A 1373 CP Flareon? I don't know who this guy is battling, but he is battling some low level players. Although I'm not sure if this new get to see how many battles the person's been in one. I don't know if that's beforehand as well, if that's an accumulative account of your fights even beforehand, when you're training up and stuff, which then gives you a little bit more of a boost count, because you weren't actually winning fights, because the CP was lowered on your gym's Pokemon when they came out with that little rework for the old gym system they had. But this new one is definitely better, although it is a pain in the butt to knock all these guys out of here. A little bit easier though. It just kind of sucks for players like me who are out here soloing it up to fight off these groups with the gyms. I understand they want to promote, team play and stuff, and I'm all for that. I just, it's hard for me as a single player to come in and, knock all these players out of a gym and put my one Pokemon in there, and they come in, knock my one Pokemon out, and put 5 more in. I'm kind of spinning my wheels there, We're gonna go ahead and knock these noobs out of here. My gym system has never really worked decent enough for me to use the dodge system, unfortunately. A little depressing on that part, but I think that's mostly my connection, maybe. It just doesn't seem to dodge the damage for me. I still seem to take damage, and I feel like the time that I could have been dodging, it's just like 2 or 3 clicks that I could have been knocking damage into him, knocking him out of there. Damn, I nearly killed a 2.3k CP Gyarados with one ability. It's crazy. So it looks like we'll knock those 3 out, I think, this round, which means I only have 3 more to knock out after that. It's pretty good. They're pretty low CP too. Go ahead and knock these 3 out. And just continue the slaughter. Probably after this, I'm probably gonna take a break from recording and just get and just spin Pokestops pretty much. As I go along, you know, hitting up some gyms. I might throw the record back on whenever I'm taking down a gym or something. Or if I find a good raid, I will definitely hook y'all up with that video. Go ahead and knock this Dragonite out. I just got this Arcanine, just evolved it the other day. I did not have streaming on my phone at the time, unfortunately. But you know. Alright, let's knock out this little Flareon. So that's 3 Pokemon knocked out right there. That's not bad. And this guy has a CP done down a little bit, you know. Each time I knock these guys out, easier and easier, easier and easier. I'm not sure what the most efficient way to do this is. I would assume that you get potions, considering there's a lot more variation of potions, than revives, perhaps. So maybe it's better for me to switch the Pokemon out before they die rather than using a revive and just use up all my potions. Though I'm unsure which one is a little bit better, you know. Oh, that's 4 knocked out. Alright. Knock him clean out. And as you can see, I'm a low level, guys. I am level 26. You know, I was all about it at first. You know, I shot up in levels. And then, you know, work and school, all that kind of stuff got a little preoccupied with, you know, life and all that kind of stuff. But I'm back here doing some more gameplay, working on my level, catching back up. Yeah, I'll be making videos and getting my degree. So you're going to see a lot more coming out from me. So if you want, just leave in the comment section, you know, if there's anything y'all want to see, you know, me do a gameplay video on, any kind of apps, anything like that. I can do a video on pretty much anything that y'all want to see when it comes to gaming. I'd be happy to go through it, you know, give y'all a rundown of the gameplay, you know, give y'all some, you know, tips, pointers, see, you know, how it feels, see if it's clunky, you know, all that kind of stuff for y'all. My little pseudo-wudo. What a little beast. Love pseudo-wudo. I wish the CP would have been a little bit higher. I wish They need to go back and maybe balance out these CPs. I don't feel like Pokemon should have different level of CP. With like their types, I think the CP should be completely dependent on the player's level. I think that all the Pokemon should have a base CP. You can max them out to the same CP. Is what I'm hoping to see in the future to give it a little bit more balance, I guess. Just everybody have flat so that you can use any Pokemon you want. It's all in your it's all in the move sets that you get. You know what I mean? Is what I want to see. Let's go ahead and put my Jolteon in there. I like that yellow team with a nice little 2K Jolteon in there. Alright, let's look at damage control. Let's do some damage control. 6 revives. Uh-oh. Man, exactly 6 Pokemon went down in that battle. Actually, a little bit less than 6. Wing Chun, huh? These got some good videos, though. Good self-defense videos. Give a shout out to Trainer Tips, man. He's, uh-oh. He is, bringing superb quality, content to everybody out there. His videos definitely gave me the motivation to start making my own. His videos are great. Love the drone shots, man. Freaking awesome, man. Awesome shots. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of the recording for now. Just doing damage control, you know what I mean? And probably just gonna be going out getting more items. That seems to be the only thing really hurting me lately, is the items. I'm just not getting enough items, even with the bonuses, the streaks, all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm still not getting enough items to go out and continuously knock people out of gyms, continuously keep the gameplay up, I mean, at any time, I can go out and catch Pokemon. But after a while, you get enough EVs, you get enough Ursa-rings, you get enough of what you need, in your area. And yeah, it's always nice going out and getting stuff in different areas, that you don't have in your area. It's great, that's always nice, but you can't always do that, as a daily thing. I feel like when, Niantic made this game, I just feel like as a Pokemon game, there's usually more depth to the Pokemon games, I feel like they could do a little bit, if they improved a few things on it, made it where you could do continuous stuff rather than just catching Pokemon, which, don't get me wrong, I love catching Pokemon. But when you catch Pidgey and Rattata enough times, and you've evolved them so many times, and that's your main source, don't get me wrong, I like that, that's your main source to leveling up. Throw a lucky egg on, I evolve like 30 or 40 freaking Pidgeys, but I feel that you have to, also think about some other stuff to keep people entertained in the game. I feel like that's another aspect we could add in there. Make it a little bit better. I don't think I'm going to take this gym right here. I don't really need it. I don't think. Blissy's all in there. Not really worth it to me. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. Whenever I get to either another gym or I find some, nice rare spawn that I don't see much out here, I'll turn it back on, get a picture of it and everything, get a little video. If I see a nice raid, I'm gonna go get that as well. But as it is right now, it's just mostly the gyms and stuff. I just need to hit Pokestops mostly for right now. Gotta take care of my own stuff, run a few errands. Alright guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, man. Go ahead and put some comments down in there. Let me know what I can do, give y'all some, better information. What y'all want to, tell me what y'all want to hear about. Want me to go more in depth on. Tell me any of the games y'all want to see. game played. I can go ahead and do any of them that y'all like. You know, I got no problem with it. I'll spend hours on a game, going through every little deal, to give y'all the most information and be as ready as y'all can for the game, you know, and have as much of an advantage, you know, so y'all have fun playing it. Know all the little tricks and tips, you know, that other people are going to be abusing in the beginning of it, taking advantage of those that don't know them, you know. It's just how it works, you know, every game. You got people that catch on a little bit better and people that don't, you know, a little slower. But as it goes through, you know, check out the videos. I'll bring you tips and tricks to go ahead and get a little bit of advantage in your games. All right, y'all, have a nice day.